I had 1 year under my belt, and my brand new board had 1 year under its belt. And we were at a really crucial point in now we're ready to make decisions that are going to determine the trajectory of the organization and how we serve children.
Consulting really is often being a soundboard, being a strategic coach. The initial scope of work that you do sets the large frame. But what begins to happen as you develop a relationship with them is that you begin to identify with them areas that they hadn't even previously considered as problems. And so I've worked with clients and found that they had no succession planning and they hadn't even thought about it, or that they had really some major holes in their development plan.
The development side of things was really, really helpful. So we, for the first time, engaged in and implemented board committees, which is a really basic function for a board, but we hadn't gotten to that point yet.
So we worked together in setting goals and how to do that, and recruited some new board members. Their board of directors that she recruited actually ended up being probably the most knowledgeable board about the content area of anyone I'd worked with. So that really shifted my role because I'd anticipated working more with the board on content education. Didn't have to, they already knew that.
One of the things that I really learned to appreciate through the opportunity of working with the consultants is I've learned that being executive director can sometimes be lonely. Sometimes you don't want to go to your board of directors and show your vulnerabilities, and you certainly don't want to do that with your staff. And so sometimes you feel like you have nowhere to go. And having the consultants was really important for me at that time.
I spent quite a bit of time coaching, kind of executive coaching with Mary Ann, because Mary Ann was a new executive director, and she had a strong background in making things happen in operations. And to help them learn to think more strategically about the overall organization is something I've run into quite a bit.
So with the success of that oversight and helping lead and guide that process, we're now entering a point where we have added 2 grades. We're at our capacity of 8th grade. We've also added on the lower end a pre-K class. It certainly has exceeded our expectations of what we could do, and it's been tremendously helpful in the impact of the children we serve and the families. The children we know will really see positive results from that point, that consultant guidance.
My life's mission has been working with children and families, so I'm working with people that have the same kinds of goals that I do. The Horizons project was an absolutely delightful project. They were very impressive, the board was very impressive of how it came together. The whole organization is dedicated to quality. I just love that project.
IYI, I'm convinced that they play a really crucial role in supporting nonprofits that serve children in Indiana. And I'm convinced because I've used multiple resources of IYI's, and it's only proven to better our results and our impact on kids.